When we moved house, the shelves on our fridge door didn't survive the trip. Both cracked cleanly in half in exactly the same spot. Replacement shelves were expensive, so I am making stronger and better ones. The aim was simple: make them look neat, fit perfectly, and carry more weight. The weak point in the original design was right across the middle of each shelf. So the new shelves would get a hidden aluminum rail underneath for reinforcement. I started the design in Fusion 360 with a recessed channel for that rail. Designing the actual shelf was the tricky part. It had to match the fridge door precisely. Every little notch, curve, and mounting feature had to land in exactly the right place. Eventually, I photographed the original shelf from the top and from the side. I imported the photos into Fusion 360 as canvases, then calibrated them to the real dimensions. That let me shape the new part around the original curves instead of trying to measure every contour by hand. The finished shelf was too large for any of my printers to make in one piece. So I split it into 4 sections with alignment holes to keep everything straight. The sections are locked together with small clips. Those clips have a second job too. They also hold removable dividers, so the shelf can be organized to suit what is in it. Before printing the whole thing, I sliced and printed one section as a quick test. After a few small changes, the fit was right, and I could move on to the final shelves. The final parts are printed in PETG, which is better suited to the cold fridge environment. The alignment pins make the 4 printed sections come together cleanly. Everything clicked into place nicely and the joints line up almost invisibly. Here are the clips that join the pieces and also support the removable dividers. At the back of each clip is a channel that matches the channel in the shelf. The dividers slide into those channels to keep jars, bottles, and packets from wandering around. With the printed shelf complete, it was time to prepare the aluminum reinforcement rail. I marked the hole positions underneath the shelf and drilled the rail to match. The assembly was a little more awkward than I hoped. Of course, I snapped a drill bit at exactly the least convenient moment. Getting the nuts inside that narrow rail was also a fiddly little operation. It felt a little bit like doing neurosurgery, but eventually the first shelf was together. The second shelf was a little easier, and it got one extra feature at the back. I made that narrow section a dedicated pocket for deli flat packs. Same process again: mark the rail, drill the holes, and fasten it all together. Once assembled, the reinforcement is almost hidden, but it makes the shelf remarkably rigid. The dog inspected the result and seemed to approve. Now for the moment of truth, back into the fridge door. It fits like a glove, never doubted that, including all the awkward details around the edges. By using the space at both ends, I also gained a little more usable shelf area. And with the aluminum rail underneath, it can handle a serious load. The first shelf is now properly useful, strong, tidy, and easy to load. The dividers are removable, so the layout can change whenever we need it to. And here is the second shelf, also printed in PETG and reinforced underneath. It is just as sturdy, with that rear pocket ready for deli packs. That little pocket turned out to be surprisingly useful in a day-to-day life. And a year on, both shelves are still holding up well and looking good. They are stronger and more practical than the original shelves they replaced. If you enjoyed the build, give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more creative projects.